My commitment is to be a conduit for diverse leaders to elevate how they show up to speak. I work with them on what they say and how they say it. I'm Eduardo Placer, and I am a story doula, an international community builder, and the founder of Fearless Communicators. I always say there's no such thing as private speaking. The statistic is that 76% of people suffer from speech anxiety, and I believe everybody else lies. And I think there is some root trauma that we all face, where either we said something in front of people and we were judged, criticized, shamed, belittled, or the fear of anybody saying something stopped us from speaking altogether. So there's several ways that I have the privilege of story douling. The first is through the crafting of keynotes and thought leadership. The second can be for an entrepreneur or a founder to empower them in how they show up to speak about their brand and who they are. I also have the Fearless Force program, which is my baby and one of my favorite places to be in the whole wide world, which is in the company of fierce, fabulous, and fearless women who are on a mission to change the world and elevating how they show up to speak about who they are and what they're up to. I came out at 18, which was a huge space of liberation. And being raised in a homophobic world, in a homophobic context, that continues to exist and live within me. Even to this day, when I stand in front of people to present or perform, my biggest fears are going to think that I'm gay. And it's just interesting how I have to continuously give up that fear so that I can get out of the way and show up in service of the people who I'm there to share with and speak with and inspire and work with. So the process that we have at Fearless Communicators, we say we begin grounded in body, present in mind, lead from the heart, and speak into the spirit of our shared humanity. And what I mean by that is that before we speak, to prepare, the most important thing to connect to is our body and our breath. And then by shifting our mindset so that we're not speaking from the shame and the fear and the doubt, but instead speaking from power that is sourced from ourselves, what we're then able to do is communicate from the heart. And anytime that you're speaking inspires another human being to take an action that is of service in a way that is greater and different than they would have taken before, I think is a victory. What I'm really excited about is unlocking that story that lies dormant, perhaps, in people who are really out in the world trying to make a difference, giving them the space and the security and safety to share and reveal the truth, their truth, and then give them the tools to use their own body and their own voice as a conduit for that message in service of an audience. As we create more spaces for people who look very different and sound very different and experience the world differently, and we give them the platforms to communicate and tell their story, I think that it opens up our breadth of understanding the human experience. And I think it's a time of awakened storytellers.